Hi guys, Lisa. I'm here to share with you a process video for my project life, and this is for January 4th through January 10th, and I have all my photos ready and a couple of cards from my Scraptastic kit, and I think this is still, I think it's my January kit that I'm working with. So I decided I wanted to back this photo with this really cute plaid. I think it's like an orangey, burnt orange color. And then I also got these doilies, which I don't usually use doilies, maybe because I just never think to. And we usually don't get them in our kit, but we did get a couple, and we got a red one, and I think this is a white one, and maybe another color. But I decided to go ahead and put it behind this little photo, and the photo is I follow some other YouTubers that do daily vlogs, and this is Daily Bumps, and I follow them. I've been following them for a couple of years now, and I just enjoy sometimes at the end of the day not only watching process videos, but I also enjoy watching them. And Polly was watching it with me, and I don't know why, but it was just funny. And I got a photo of it, and I edited it in my Photoshop, which I got for Christmas and absolutely love it. So that was one of the photos I did, and I think it was like color or something, so you can like make everything black and white but just choose like one color to stand out, and I chose the red. So that's the story behind Polly watching YouTube with me. And then I have my journaling, which I am decided I wanted just to have a tiny bit of color peeking out behind, or beside I should say, my journaling card that I printed out and did that on photo paper. So I decided just to have a little bit of color over to the left, so it would kind of be in between the color on the right and then the color of Chris's shirt on the left, just to kind of break up that red. And then I wanted to, the little flare badge had quotes on it and it was red, so I thought that would be cute to go up with my journaling. And then this card here says little things make big days, and then the little wood veneer says today, and I decided to add some Wink of Stella just to add a little bit of shine. I love that. I know I say that every single time I do a video, but I do. And then here is a picture of the photo calendar I made in Shutterfly, and I've been doing one for the past couple of years, and I just love it. I just take some of my favorite photos and make a calendar, and I wait till they go on sale. And gosh, I think this one was buy one get one free or something. So I made two, or I made one and then I got the second one free for my husband's office. So I have one for my office, one for his office, and then in my January kit there was, like, a bunch of like New Year's stuff, and we didn't really do anything for New Year's this year. We didn't even stay awake because we were just tired, and last year was like the first year that we actually stayed awake. So this year I said, we did it last year, so I don't care if we do it this year. So we did it, and no biggie, but I decided I had this stuff and I wanted to use it for something. So I thought it worked out really well with this calendar, because obviously it's for the new year. And on the front of the calendar, it has a quote, and I think it says, because I don't have the calendars at work, but it says something, a quote. I used a quote on every photo, which I thought was kind of cool, and I just kind of went and chose a quote that was appropriate for the photo. And this one on the front, it's by Thich Nhat Hanh. It says, "I promise myself that I will enjoy every moment of the day that is given me to live." And it's just kind of appropriate because, yeah, at this stage in my life, it's kind of like I want to try to, cherish every single moment that I can. And I don't know, maybe everybody feels the same way when they get in their 50s. Who knows? But anyways, so I decided that I was going to go ahead and use this shiny silver bling that says New Year, and it said New Year's on it, and I decided to just go ahead and customize it for what I wanted it to say. So I just I chopped off the S, which is pretty good because I just took a pair of scissors and cut it off. And here is some other photos. So I have a couple of photos there. The one of baby Chloe, a friend of mine, work person here. I took a picture for her. Well, she took a photo and then I edited it in Photoshop. And basically what I did was I used the one called, I think it's the editor, I think it's called Reflection, and that, and then the picture of the tree with the sunset behind it. I basically was playing around one day and I decided to go ahead and use the one called Reflection, and it's really cool, and it just makes a mirror reflection, and that's what it looks like. So, and then I gave her a 5x7 so she could frame it. And hers didn't say Baby Chloe on it. Hers was just plain so that she could go ahead and hang it on the wall. And right now I'm using also some shiny silver um, alphas, and writing, what was I writing with those? Oh, 2016 on that 4x6 card. And right now Polly's being really naughty with her toys. It's almost like she knows when I'm doing a voiceover. I don't know why, because I got home and I've been patting her and playing with her, but she just says no, no. There's going to be like 20 or 15 minutes that I'm going to be bored and I'm going to be naughty. So here, I love these corner stamps, and I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of touch of color. Oh, that red, we decided we don't really like to make too many New Year's resolutions, but as probably everybody does, you start to think about things maybe a little bit differently and want to change things a little bit. So we started juicing again, and one of our favorite, just in case anybody out there juices, one of our favorite recipes is, and it may sound gross to some people, and I apologize if it does, but we take organic beets, cucumbers, carrots, and pears, and we put them through our juicer, and it is delicious. It's not quite the same as making a smoothie because you don't get the texture and like the fiber and stuff, but it's really good. And it's funny because someone at work said, well, what does it taste like? I said, well, it kind of tastes earthy, like dirt, not really like dirt. And they're like, that's disgusting, but you have to try it. It's really good. And since we really don't like to eat a lot of vegetables, it's really a nice quick way to get like probably, I don't even know how many servings, because we have 16 ounces a piece of vegetables when you figure you juice all those vegetables. Anyways, that's my story about my juicing, and I won't bore you with that because a lot of people probably don't care about the juicing. So here, I don't know where those little clips came from because they were just tucked in my Scraptastic kit, but I decided to leave the love up there, but I end up taking off the gold clip because it just to me it seemed it clashed with the silver, and I mean it's not really the end of the world or anything, but I didn't like it, so you'll see in the end I take that off. And here, this was a little sticker that said jot it down, and I put that above my journaling because I thought it was cute. And then I think, oh, this said watching, and I thought that was perfect for on that doily that Polly was watching the YouTube video with me. And here I'm just looking for some enamel dots to see what colors I wanted to use. And I think I probably, oh, I think I went with a couple different colors. I think I went with yellow and red, which is unlike me. Usually I stick with black. Boring. But I decided I wanted to get some of the red from the juice, and from my husband's shirt, and from that card that says January. I wanted to take that out. And the picture on the lower left is me. I've been getting into reading a lot, and I've been absolutely loving it. And I got this little reading light. It's called Mighty Bright, and it's like an LED light, so it's really bright, and it hooks to your book, and I love that. And also, I was just hanging out. My husband took a photo, and then the other picture in the middle there is my husband, and we were picking out a new lamp. So yeah, we were at Home Depot, and I was like taking his photo. So that week, the temperature, I think I wrote it was -11 one morning. It was absolutely freezing. And yeah, it's hard for little dogs in this weather because Polly will not let us put anything on her feet because of what happened to her with her hip dislocation and her hip surgery, because when she had her nails cut, unfortunately she had her hip was dislocated. And then, to make a long story short, yeah, she ended up having a hip major hip surgery. So she's obviously understandably paranoid about her feet and her legs being touched. So they have these little booties you can put on the dog's feet when it's cold out, but she won't let us. So it's really challenging taking her outside when it's that cold, because she goes outside and then she starts lifting her paws up. And so my husband goes outside and he's carrying her around, then he puts her down for a minute, and then she starts, looks up at him and like picks her paw up, and then he's like, all right, so he picks her back up again and warms up her feet. And one morning I looked out there and he's like, he's got her paw in his hand and he's blowing on her feet, and I was like, oh my God, that was the cutest thing ever. And yeah, he's definitely a keeper. So here I just added some twine, and I think that was probably about it for this layout. It was a lot of fun. I loved the colors. I loved the bright red. And oh, and then the lower right picture was Polly with her bone in her mouth. She was just hanging out in the dining room, and I decided to put "How Do I Look" on it because I thought it was cute. So I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye, YouTube.